It's popping with my good peoples. Yeah, today I think I wanna talk about just like I had touched on it a little bit about um having being from your set and being a blood in prison, which like the Bloods and the Pirus, we so Bloods came from Pirus. So West Side Piru originated, obviously Piru because from Piru Street. And then so they created this movement of Pirus, all these niggas Pirus, and became blood. They use the word blood as a way to associate that we family, we relatives, we bloods, we're blood. And so then like I'm not from Bompton, so I don't have I can't tell you dates and times, but it branched off from blood. It's Pirus, Brims, Bloods, and then we all homies. And so I'm from Oak Park Blood, like y'all should know if you've been following my page. And so one incident, like I was telling y'all about the Gunna Lee's thing. So Gunna Lee from Westside Piru, he from the phone line. A real monster from his section. Like he a boy for real. He got little homies Gunna Foley and little Gunna Lee. They killers, they all that. So I move in the cell with Gunna Lee, and one of his homies, he got all the access to all the things that we use to make money in prison. And so he was willing to start me off because I just got out the shoe. So he was willing to start me off with a bundle of dope and a phone so I can make my money. So then basically he'd make his money and we homies. So that's what you do. You help your homie make money. So in doing that though, Gunna Lee indulges in things that I don't. And so I didn't want to take that risk with somebody who has that kind of thing going on. And so me and Gunna Lee, we became boys. Like we up in there. So he see that my homies respond to me in a way that, like, I don't want to say I'm a leader, but I'm a nigga that niggas respect for sure. And more often than not, like, niggas gonna listen to me because I don't do drugs. I drink, but I don't do drugs. I don't be owing niggas. I'm not a coward or homosexual, so I'm somebody people can follow. So Gunna Lee respected my gangster, and so as a gangster, we became boys, we homies. He a Piru, I'm a blood. So then Gunna Lee, he's similar to me in a way where it's one way. Especially like he's big on your word. If you say something, he gonna make you follow through. Even if he gotta crash out, because if you tell him something, he believes it. And so then since he believes it, then you should come through because he believed what you said, which I believe in that. And so then Gunna Lee get into it with people because if he feel like you're a coward, he ain't got no respect for you. So then he gonna treat you like one. If you're a gangster, he gonna treat you with all the respect that you deserve. And so at this moment, he had ended up getting into it with one of my clique homies, my nigga Cash. So when he get into it with Cash, we had a homie named Ghost on the yard. Ghost is from Bompton, but he got put on Zilla in jail. He got put on Bompton in jail too. So this nigga I didn't know this till way later. So as the Zillas and the Pirus is getting into it, I'm expressing to this nigga Ghost, go talk to the homies and let them niggas know, like, it don't have to go this way. We don't have to do all this because we homies. Like, we can, like, cause no, like, so I'm looking at the caliber of the homies from the Pirus over there, and it's a gang of niggas that I know that's gonna body some shit. I'm looking at the Zillas, and it's a they're my niggas, but not all of them was like top ranking or just like war ready, if I can say that. And I don't want to go out with my Piru, they're my homies. I love them niggas to death. And I don't want to have that kind of stain on my association with my homies. And so I'm expressing to this nigga Ghost to go mediate for us because these two niggas don't need to fight. Because if they fight, it's going to cause a riot and niggas going to get hurt, niggas going to lose money, all this shit. Oh, and so then we're going to get displaced because they got to move niggas. And at that time, some of my homies that was there, like Hot Boy Shine, hopefully the laws change where he can come home too. But at the same time, if it don't, it's gonna be a long time. Like all we got is social media and things like that to like communicate. And he got a lot going on, so like I know I'm not gonna be priority in his life. But I know he'll holler back. That's bro for real. But so yes, I'm telling Ghost to go talk to the Bompton homies so we can squash this shit. Ghost doesn't do that. So in between that, everything shifted towards Ghost, because then it was like, okay, well, if the Zillas and the Pyrus get into it, nigga, who you rocking with based on you're Zilla and you're from Bompton. And so this nigga was indecisive, and in prison you can't, when it comes to those kind of lines being crossed, it's never okay. It's never an excuse to be like that. And so niggas want to know. And so so everything ended up, so me and Gunna Lee ended up being boys. So we ended up talking about it. Me and my nigga Pyru Nut, we ended up being able to resolve the issue or whatever without no bloodshed. But once we resolved the issue, once we stepped in, we resolved the issue, it became a Ghost issue, because now it's like, okay, blood, where's your loyalty and this and that? Because now the Bompton niggas like, who you fucking with? The Zilla's like, who you fucking with? So me and Gunna Lee ended up having a lot of views that were similar to prison politics. So then that's really how we connected the most, because like I'm the same way about a lot of things, and I respected that. So then what it was we're gonna get Ghost out the way. We gonna get the Zilla's gonna get him first. He's no longer Zilla. And then the Pyru nigga is gonna get him up off the yard. He's no longer from Pyru. That was the decision that we made. So in doing that, we became, me and Gunna Lee, we boys now. We road dogs. So we in there, and we had a few different incidences with other niggas too. So we pressing. Me and Gunna, like, so you gotta think I'm 6'6", and I'm with all the violence and all the other shit. But then I got a nigga who's worse than me, who, like, this nigga's a demon. This nigga's a real live walking demon. And he wants every kind of problem you got, he want that. And he hates his enemies with a passion. And then he hate niggas that he don't agree with, like me. And so, but he's worse because he's smaller, and he's just like, and he got life, so he ain't got nothing to lose. And then his mom was sick at that time. I hope, I haven't had no update, but, and then like when you see his son is him, but he's just a lighter version of him. And so this nigga Gunna Lee, so he ended up getting to one of his homies. But it's another Bompton put on, a nigga named Badass. So he get into a Badass, and when he get into a Badass, me and Blood, he like, Blood, we gonna fuck this nigga up. And at this point, the tensions is still kind of there with the Bompton and the Zillas. So, cause it was fresh. So he like, we gonna fuck Blood up, this and that. So him and Blood get into it. Boom, they fight. He fucked Badass up. So boom, so now Badass won his run back. So this nigga Gunna Lee, he been partying for like a week straight. So his body is drained. He tired. He like, Blood, I don't think I can handle nothing right now. He like a Pyru. So I'm like, Blood, I'll rip my arms are tired. I'm like, bro, make that nigga wait, or nigga, like, just, you need to recuperate or something. I'm like, Blood, you got it. I'm like, look, if you start losing, I'm gonna help. But if not, Blood, I can't help based on the Pyrus don't. One thing about Pyrus is you better not put your hands on a Pyru ever. Them, like, and I love that for them. And they love me, but I'm not a Pyru. And then I'm not from Bompton. So like they love Pyru, but then they love Bompton, because Bompton Pyru got a whole different mind state. That's just like LA Crips do. Like the neighborhood niggas. Them niggas, they cripping is different. I ain't putting no other Crips down. I'm just saying, them niggas cripping is different. Them niggas Pyru is different. Them niggas is like that nigga Gunna Lee, the way he feels about himself because of where he's from and the status that he holds is why he moves the way he moves, which I respect and love it. Same thing like an Oak Park nigga from up north. This how we this nigga. When I walk through my city, it's not a nigga that can say nothing to me, or like I'm not threatened, I'm not in fear of nothing. I didn't fought the police, I didn't fought suckers, I didn't fought Northays, Crips, I didn't fought everybody. I didn't did shit. I don't believe in putting your business out there like that, because nigga, that's just that. But so Gunna Lee, him and Badass end up getting into it. So it's like a head up fade or whatever, nothing major. Badass don't do no damage or nothing. Badass is a loudmouth, 5'1" nigga, always talking, always got a problem. So so Badass end up so they end up getting in a fight. So we in the gym because we don't see status. So they start fighting, and as they fighting, I'm like, damn, I wanted this Gunna Lee my dog. But as I'm looking like this, I see all the other Pyrus watching me. They not even watching the fight. They watching me. Because if I jump in it, they finna stab me down. And these is my niggas, my gangsters. You know, gangsters respect gangsters. So I'm like, fuck, like I'm literally stuck. But he not getting banged on. So if Blood was getting banged, I for sure would have did it. I would have just had to, you know, that's my dog. Because I gave him my word. I said, bro, if you start losing, I got you. He didn't lose. So bam, we get back, Blood mad. He like, damn, Blood. He like, I wish you would have jumped in that. I'm like, nigga, for one, you didn't lose. For two, nigga, do you not know the politics that's going on? He like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Gunna Lee, woo woo. I'm like, Gunna Lee, bro. Like, it don't work like that, my nigga. Like, for real, like. So then they end up taking that nigga to, I want to say C status or the other yard, because one of them niggas had to leave. Oh yeah, they took him to the other yard because they got into too many issues. So somebody had to leave. So Badass was still there. And so me and Badass, so I'm like, so he got mad at me, and Gunna Lee was boys, and he owed me some money. I fronted him some money so he can get a phone back then. So then he really was broke because he was my celly, but he was trying to act like he had money because he had a few cellies back to back who had some money. So other niggas thought he had money because he was around niggas who had money, but he ain't had no money. And the nigga, so we ended up getting into it. And that's a whole difference. I forget that nigga owed me that much money. And then he told niggas that I actually owed him money. I'm like, hold on, nigga. My name ain't Badass. My name is Stacks. Nigga, I have it. I don't need to play with niggas. I'm like, but as far as you want to, so then we start politicking it. And he did something to get up out of there. But yeah, that's the Gunna Lee story. But this is one of them things. It's like when your homies is your homies, but at the same time, you still got to be aware of where politics, and if you play it the wrong way, it will go the wrong way. And yeah, Gunna Lee, free Gunna Lee, bro. That's my dog. I still love that nigga to death. I ain't gonna never ever speak on a nigga that I ever loved before. And so it's bulletproof. Like, even though they don't do the bulletproof, I'm from Zilla still, so it's still bulletproof for me. And I ain't gotta never talk to him again, but I'll never disrespect a nigga or lie on a nigga. And so, free Gunna Lee.